Yo, what is good, everybody? And welcome in to our newest Mega Hound reveal. We are coming to you live January 3rd, 2024. A brand new year and a brand new Mega Hound is entering the ecosystem, and I am so stoked for it. Let's go. I am, of course, your resident Vanguard, will be your host for the event today. And I am joined, as always, by a few special guests. First and foremost, my brother, your favorite MC's favorite MC, the voice of Cartel Records, Mr. Red Hat GM, bro. How are you? Welcome.
GM, let's go. I'm hyped. I don't know if you guys are as hyped as I am with this fire comic. This artwork is insane. The art team delivering time and time again. And man, I cannot wait. I hope you guys are ready to bring in the new year the way I'm ready to, and that is with a mega.
We are so ready for that, absolutely. And as you can see here with these bullets whizzing by when the Novel Labs team shoots, they absolutely do not miss. And yet again, another shining example of that taking place. Let's also swing it over here to another guest we have joining us today. We have one of our moderators, officer, tough guy of the cartel, the tank himself, Mr. Mills, GM, bro. How are you and welcome?
GM, super stoked to be here. Thank you for that great introduction, Vanguard. Man, just look at that animation. The Joker taking cover like an absolute boss with the Magnum in his left hand. I'm super stoked to welcome a new Mega today. Let's go. No better way to start the new year.
You know what it is. That's exactly it. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing here today. And now, without further ado, let us welcome in the man of the hour. This is someone here who has a legendary Bored Ape. We're going to get into some of that. We're going to learn a little bit more about him here. And of course, let the drum roll play as we welcome in his new Mega Hound to our ecosystem here coming up shortly. But first and foremost, Mr. Joker number 4, welcome to your Mega Hound reveal. And how are you doing today?
Hey guys, very excited. Thanks for having me. I am absolutely blown away by the artwork that's been coming out the last few days. It's been sick, and I love like what the team have done with my ape. He looked amazing, but it's also the little touches, the Mega Hound in the back, one of the pictures, even my personal ID card that was on the floor. It's insane what the guys have done. Always next level.
You know what it is, and I'm just going to give you all the precursor here to start 2024. Do not at me or my squad when it comes down to the delivery of this type of content, because you know what it is, and so stoked to get your reaction here. And on that note, Mr. Joker, I have to ask now, in the lead up to today's Mega Hound reveal, we got a chance to easily recognize how iconic the Bored Ape is that you have here showcased in the vignette that's playing in the background on this live event, and of course in your PFP here with that amazing Serum City background. Would you be so kind as to tell our audience here the story behind you getting this iconic Bored Ape?
So this wasn't the first ape I owned. I actually ended up buying this one on a plane out to Orlando. I was meeting a bunch of couple other apes and just some other crazy NFT guys. And about 10 of us were flying in from around the world just for a bit of a meetup because we'd been speaking on Discord for about a year. And he just appeared at the floor at the time and I just fell in love with him instantly. And I sold what I had to do and I bought him instantly. And he's now pride of my living room wall and pretty much everything I do.
Absolutely. When you have the look like this, we can see why that's the case, and so glad that you got the opportunity to go ahead and pick this amazing Yuga asset up, and so happy, of course, for Novel Labs to be able to add to the legacy with which this Bored Ape can showcase. And with saying that, Joker, it's clear to see, and anyone that knows anything about you or the way that you carry yourself on the blockchain is that, of course, you are a Yuga maxi. But we do have to ask, of course, because we are brought together with Novel Labs, the Mutant Cartel, and the Mutant Hounds. How did you stumble upon the Cartel in the first place and eventually become the holder of these grails that you currently own?
I mean, it was purely by accident, like a long time back. I think it was in the very, very early days of the Cartel when we were, when you were setting up all the factions. And it was sort of like, I think Lior's original vision of driving value to the mutants when they were completely undervalued. And, we saw, mutants down at 3 ETH, and I picked up a few mutants back then. And then I think just through negotiating some trades, someone had mentioned it, so I jumped in the Discord and got chatting to the guys. And then I was in and out. I'll be honest, I joined too many Discords, probably like everyone else who was in NFTs did. But it was something that stuck with me, and I didn't gel with mutants on day one, I won't lie. But they grew on me more and more and more over time, and I've probably owned like 10 or 12 different mutants over the period, and now they're probably my favorite. Like, if it wasn't for my ape, I would absolutely have a mutant as my profile. But the community as a whole, like people like Kodiaks, I knew from other communities who came in, and now they just embarrass me because their sheer level of engagement and drive and energy in the chat makes me, it's like I'm not putting the effort in at all, right? You got Buffalo, you got, Lena, there's just so many insane people in the community. But yeah, I mean, Mutant Cartel for me has been insane. And then getting to chat to everyone, and, Lior then taking it to the next level with the Oaths, and then following through with the Hounds. I've, been there every step of the way and want to be a part of this project, since the beginning. And when there was a chance to grab a mega, I did.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about here. And definitely you showcase quite the conviction when it comes to something that we can see is near and dear to you. And so stoked that you got the opportunity to be a part of what we're doing here as part of Novel Labs. And you shouted out, a few of our community members that showcase, the depth with which this community can provide for one another. So amazing individuals, that you mentioned there. But it goes across the board, for the entire community as well. One of the most welcoming cartels I think that will be ever in existence. And, so glad again that, when your conviction sprung up, your time to pick up a mega, of course, a mega collar was the ultimate sign of conviction there. And here we are today for this amazing, amazing event. And while we're on the topic of this mega collar, which has brought us all here today, I have to wonder about one thing here. Now, legend has it, as mythology would tell us here, or at least rumblings, that is that your mega collar may or may not have been burned at the embassy to commemorate a stay of yours that had concluded. If you'd be so kind, could you tell us how it went with your time in Ibiza and some of your fellow community members in the Novel Labs team?
Absolutely. So that's 100% true. From the second I landed at Ibiza Airport, the team and the community members out there were just insane. It was one of the greatest trips, one of the greatest spots I've ever been to. I've never been to Ibiza before, so I didn't know what to expect. Absolutely amazing. Like, just smashed my expectations 1,000-fold. Had an absolutely incredible trip. It was amazing watching the team work whilst the rest of us just sort of chilled. Met a ton of people were coming and going. Insane. Like, people in the community, the level of creativity and ambition in them alone, like, forget the team. Again, Lena with her amazing artistry skills and tattoo capabilities, just sick. We just had a blast. And at the end of it, the final night before everyone was winding down, I was there with the Duke, and there just didn't seem a better time to burn the collar. So it had to be done.
Oh, you know it. And what better way to do that than in the proximity of a legend and co-founder of Novel Labs and the Mutant Cartel in the Duke himself. That is what I'm talking about. And thank you for corroborating a rumor that I had heard into now being true, and thus adding to the legacy with which this mega hound shall include for yourself. And so now we're drawing nearer and nearer to the time with which has brought us together. We are just moments away, Mr. Joker, to getting your live mega hound reveal. Let us ask you really quickly at this moment, how are you feeling right now?
Pretty excited, man. Won't lie. Everyone keeps asking me what I'm expecting, what I'm hoping for. And honestly, I'm keeping my mind clear. I've loved every mega that's come out so far, so I'm not stressing it at all. See Avi here, my man. Met him in Ibiza too. Cheers, brother. But yeah, just whatever comes out now, I'm gonna be blown away. I know that they've simply all been amazing, different, unique. So yeah, just pretty excited. Even the artwork leading into this, right? The 3 comic strip type snippets, even that storytelling piece has just been on fire. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped, can't lie.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about, and so stoked to hear that. And of course, for everyone that needs a recap on the comic series that led up to today's Mega Hound reveal, simply swing over to our Twitter or X account at Mutant Hounds, and you'll see the lead up here, or swing over to our Discord, and you'll see the same story that is unfolding before your eyes, and also this vignette created from that comic series. So at this time as well, we know that Joker's excited and ready. Of course, we heard from Red Hat, Mr. Mills, and myself in our preparation for this Mega Hound. And I now have to ask the audience, are you ready for this Mega Hound to be revealed? Why don't you drop us either a howl in the comments, or if you're feeling a little edgy today, maybe drop a prediction in the chat to determine which Mega Hound you think will be arriving today for Mr. Joker. You know, the last time we put together an event like this, we actually saw a correct prediction, which was amazing. So maybe there might be something on the horizon. I've seen many a prediction. Of course, you know, we got an opportunity to see Joker's legendary Diamond Hound in the 3rd of the comic images that arrived as a part of this setup. So I've seen that prediction coming. We see some flying here through the comments. Maybe that could be the case. Maybe something different. But one thing we just learned is that Mr. Joker number 4's heart is wide open for the acceptance of his mega hound. So let me ask now. I see a bunch of things coming in on the chat. Great to see. Looks like we're really excited. Mr. Red Hat, let me ask you, good sir. Are we ready to reveal Joker's mega hound?
I feel like I'm ready. I don't know. Are you guys ready?
I think we can wait a little bit longer, right? I don't think anyone's
We're in a room full of DJs asking for patience. So let's find out how far and wide we think that will go. Mr. Red Hat, if you'd be so kind, drum roll.
Let's do it.
Shit, do you see that? Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Who said demon? I think someone said demon. I think they got it right.
Woo! That is absolutely incredible. Wow. I have to say, this is one that we had not seen before. A brand new Mega Hound, never previewed up until this point. My goodness, Mr. Joker, how are you feeling? How fast is your heart racing at this moment?
Man, this is fucking wild. I mean, I'm mad into anime and the likes. So to like get a Japanese demon type character, I'm blown away. He's gnarly. You're not gonna pet him, that's for sure.
Not if you want a spike sandwich or anything like that up in your hand here, or even given a foot rub, might of course be a little bit of a challenge. My goodness. And, you know, we see in the comments coming here all over between Buffalo saying demon and, of course, the Demon King, Mr. Triple A saying demon. Amazing. The Japanese folklore, of course, being a big part of this. Glad that you are an anime fan. This one definitely hits the mark and quite the unique Mega Hound, unlike any of the others that we had seen before, and going to hold a special place in the hierarchy of the Mega Temple for our Mega Hounds. My goodness, Mr. Red Hat, over to you. Tell me, man, what is your reaction to seeing Oni come to life?
Dude, this is bananas. Now, for some of you that know, I am actually half Japanese, so this pulls from, you know, my people's background and culture and stuff like that. So this is insane. This is so dope, so epic. The fact that it's never been teased, hinted, pre-revealed, anything like that, something brand new, fresh. It looks just insane. Like, look at that beast. Dude, I am so hyped. Congrats, Joker. This is nuts.
I mean, I just finished watching episode 8 of Monarch, and I just feel like I pulled a Titan. Like, this is just wild.
Yeah, it is. My goodness. And it is hitting the mark for sure. And, you know, it's so amazing. We saw the shadow. So I believe it was Mr. Avi, one of our community members here, fellow Mega Hound holder, who was pointing out the shadows that he saw in that third comic image that arrived that may have showcased what could or could not be a signifying trait or feature on this Mega to showcase potentially what it could have been. But absolutely one of the most badass beastie hounds potentially we have ever seen. Mr. Mills, over to you, good sir. What is your reaction to seeing Oni entering the ecosystem?
Yo, man, this is insane, brother. I don't know who's more excited, the Joker or me. Congratulations on this beast. Look at his teeth, his spikes, the color. This guy is definitely going to be a challenge for the tank.
And that's saying something now. That's saying something when it comes into that. But this is absolutely amazing. I love this so much. And of course, as always, the surprise is what always gets me the best. It's certainly something, again, as you mentioned, Joker, leading up to this Mega Hound reveal here, and we had seen so many amazing previews. But of course, we've only seen, but a snippet of them. And in this instance, again, as Red had mentioned here, we want to offer our congratulations to yourself for acquiring some of the most unique and amazing IP in the entire collection, let alone the entire NFT ecosystem here. So on behalf of myself, everyone on stage, and the entire community, congratulations to yourself, Mr. Joker. We see so many comments flying in for our audience here that's tuning in live. For everyone checking out the recording later, they'll get the opportunity to see your reactions. Man, so stoked for you. So amazing for you to acquire this amazing asset.
Man, love it. And not only that, I'm just loving everyone's, love and passion. It's wild seeing everyone jumping in here. And Avi's right? It only cost me a tooth to think. Must be the cheapest hound on the market. All I had to do was pull a tooth out.
Well, definitely when you're trying to reenact hangover, that could be one of the easier ways too. But absolutely, it looks like that tooth was sure worth it. Maybe your smile might be a little off from here or there, but nevertheless, the juice was worth the squeeze when you have Oni part of now that epic collection of hounds and Novel Labs assets and your greater NFT collection now just welcoming this insane asset to it. My goodness, congratulations. This is so amazing, Mr. Joker. We are so stoked for you and looking forward to, of course, what will be coming of all the megas here. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here today. It's absolutely amazing, amazing work. I want to also offer a big thanks to Mr. Red Hat for being the co-host for our event today, Mr. Mills for joining us, the entire community for being a part of this, for helping Joker to enjoy this event in the live fashion that has come to us on. And last but not least, Mr. Joker, again, we are so stoked for you. Thank you for everything that you've been bringing to the table, to the entire NFT ecosystem from day one of you being in here and shared by the entire community. We are so happy for you. Congratulations. And we look forward to your continued passion towards everything's Novel Labs and now with Oni in your collection. Man, it's so amazing. And congrats again.
Vanguard, you're a legend. The team, thank you everyone else, Mills, Red Hat, and everyone on the call with us. I honestly blown away, love it, and I appreciate the time and effort and energy that you all put into everything we do, whether it's in real life or the art or just the Discord and the energy. It's hugely appreciated from my side, and for me, this is what the whole space is about, and you're crushing it. So be proud, love it.
Much love, brother. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much for those kind words. We appreciate it. And of course, we are all building together. So what is good for some of us is good for all of us. And that is the Novel Labs way. So thanks again to everyone for joining us. Congratulations to Joker. Much love, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week here. And we will be back and better than ever. And stay tuned for Serum City coming soon. Without further ado, much love and peace.
Peace.